You know what I enjoyed this spring? Softball. There's a church league here in town, and Bill Owens is the coach for our First United Methodist softball team. And we had a great time playing games throughout the spring. We didn't end up making it past the first round of the playoffs, but we sure had fun along the way. So I want to thank Bill and the whole team for all their efforts and encourage you to think about next season. We could sure use some more and younger legs out there too. But anybody who'd like to come and try, talk to Bill. I'm Alex Joyner. This is the midweek update for Wednesday, August the 3rd. And this is for the Charlottesville Cooperative Parish, made up of Hinton Avenue and First United Methodist churches. Today, I want to share in this segment with Gary Bibb, member of Hinton Avenue, who has been part of the transition team. We're trying to keep you up to date with all that is going on. And we've got 4 members from First Church, 4 members from Hinton Avenue who are working with Kay Catan, a nationally known consultant, to try to help us discern what the next most faithful step is, not only for Hinton Avenue, but also for First Church. And Kay will be joining us here in September, so we're looking forward to that. But here is an interview that I did with Gary. Hope that you enjoy it, and I hope to see you again on Sunday, either here in person or online. I did mention in the service Sunday that this Sunday will be a little different for those of you joining online, in that we've got a recorded service. So you won't be able to interact in the way that we've been able to do up until this point. Our AV crew is taking some summer breaks, and Kathleen Mueller, who is our tech person, is serving faithfully in the Fringe Festival in Scotland. So we're taking a week off from the live stream broadcast that will return on August the 14th. But now here's my conversation with Gary Bibb. So I'm here with Gary Bibb from Hinton Avenue United Methodist Church, who's also a member of the transition team. And Gary, you and I have been working with the team and with Kay Catan, and she's given us a lot of exercises to do. But as you see it, why are we doing this at all?
Well, with Hinton Avenue, we were thinking we'd like to have our congregation to be able to get back to Hinton Avenue and worship. And as we've gotten into this transition, it seems to be more evident that we are finding missions that both congregations can work on and be part of. For an example, we don't know where we're going. That's why we're asking about what resources we have and doing surveys on what we have for assets and what your gifts and talents are. We know that is what we have to carry. That's great cargo.
Yeah.
But we're sailing a ship towards the horizon. We can't see where we're going. And the other night when we were talking, we found out that the school situation is no bus drivers, and so they're thinking of having the kids walk to school. And we thought about, well, how about if we contacted people in the community and worked in the communities to set up children's watch so that we could watch these children and make sure that they arrive safely at school and get home. That's something that we would have never thought about anybody on their own.
Yeah.
And now Rachel's Haven, which is a housing situation for 15 units for developmentally disabled people and low-income housing or affordable housing, that's going to be on the property right next to Hinton Avenue United Methodist Church. These people would probably enjoy certain programs that we could put together and offer them. We don't know what those programs are, but we have a fabulous facility at Hinton Avenue to house these.
Yeah, so opportunities just kind of pop up. And what strikes me is that, Hinton Avenue was facing a lot of big questions about what the future was going to look like anyway. I mean, we've been looking at the financial situation, the building situation, and so it could have been that we just focused on what's the next step for that congregation. And we're looking at it now instead as, hey, what does it look like if we're still a mission that's looking outward to the community? And then what Hinton Avenue and what First Church look like on the other side of that is determined by where we go with this mission.
Right. I find that the resources of the two congregations together is surprisingly diverse, and I think Hinton Avenue brings different things, and certainly First Church introduces new things to us. And realistically, I'm finding that the Charlottesville City Cooperative Parish is just a very strong way to have an impact on the Charlottesville community.
Yeah.
And here we sit right in the middle of Charlottesville's oldest neighborhoods. And not to say that you have to be in that neighborhood to participate or benefit from something that we do, because we are here for the whole city.
Yeah. And we come from the whole city and beyond. I mean, when you look at, one of the things we did the other day was to look at a map of where First Church members are located, and it's all over the place. So, but we do have two particular locations here in downtown Charlottesville that give us an opportunity. So, one of the things I know you're doing is working on an asset map, looking at the assets of the church.
Well, the assets. You got the hard assets, which is the money, the actual facility, and we talked about this the other night. Are we worried about what the facility is worth, or are we worried about how it could be used? Are the square feet more important than the dollars values of the property? And I think that was a revelation that comes to mind. What can we use that area for rather than how much it's worth?
Yeah.
The assets of the people, and that's why we're doing the personal survey.
Right.
Great survey put together by one of our transition team, George, I believe.
Yeah, George Batten.
And he did a great job, and it takes like no time to do it. And the questions are real simple, and go right through it, knock it out, and can be a great help to the transition team if everybody does that.
Right. And if you would like to do it there, and we hope that you will, the link is in the midweek update, so you can go, or you can go to the website, and off the home page you can find the transition team notice, and it will take you to the survey. One thing about it is that we're on a kind of a short timeline, in that we are expecting Kay to come be with us in September 6th and 7th. So we need to get things to her and her consulting team ahead of time. So that's why we're doing a lot of work this summer.
Yeah. To
get ready to go. So that if you can fill out that survey in the next week, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, it's we got a big boat, and we got a lot of people that can row it.
Yeah.
And it's better that you have all the people rowing with some good leadership, and we will get to wherever it takes us. One thing it is going to take us, it's going to take us beyond the doors of our church.
Yeah.
We're going to meet people we've never met. We're going to talk to people we've never talked to. And we'll probably find out a lot of things we never knew.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are 8 members of the transition team, 4 from Hinton Avenue, 4 from First Church. They're going to continue to meet through the summer, and then they will go to the leadership groups of both churches. But if you've got thoughts, if this has prompted something for you, then please feel free to send that to us. You can send an email to office@cvillefirst.umc.org, and that'll get to the team. And we look forward to being able to share more with you through the summer, and then especially after September the 7th.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
All right. Thanks, Gary.